Okay guys, we're over here at Steve XU's house, and this is his comprehensive workshop over here we've got here, and he's going to do a little bit of explaining what he's been doing. What actually has happened is I've had this box over here of mine, and this box over here I used to carry this radio in, the 857, and Steve was going to just put a normal plug onto it, and he said no, bring it to me. And so what's he done here, he's actually made it to a proper go box. He'll explain to you what's going on. This is all the stuff that has to fit into it. It's going to be my rope, the radio of course, the tuner, the cables, well the coax cable, some more rope, the Bundesbescher antenna, and the power supply. So we'll see if it all fits.
Hello Michael.
How's it? Yeah.
Right, we're just shrinking some heat shrink here. I'm not worried about the wire because it's silicone wire. The reason I used silicone wire in the construction of this go box is because silicone wire can handle very high temperatures. So if there is an inadvertent short somewhere, we're not going to end up with lots of smoke. But there are circuit breakers to protect that, and I'm about to wire in the circuit breaker to protect the radio. Well, that's better now, I can see. There we go. You'll also notice that the wire is doubled up, and that's because this is a 1.5 square. Being silicone, it's rated at a much higher current and temperature, and it should be able to provide 30 amps with ease. There is a 25 amp breaker protecting the radio. It's now a work truck.
Oh, okay.
See, this double-sided tape is automotive grade, so it's incredibly strong and durable. Okay, so now a demonstration as to why we're putting the circuit breakers in is because this is now a live terminal on the front here, and should it touch earth while being wrapped in here or something, we want a circuit breaker to trip. There we go. Okay, now if we plug in something, so there's the radio. This would be now plugged into your auxiliary power source, which is your trailer or whatever the case may be. We have the antenna tuner, and here is the cable set, which you can see has been made into one.
That's one serious mod.
Plug in here. One thing to note as well, with this going into the trailer, should the trailer's body be earthed to the station for whatever reason, when this is being plugged in, there's a very good chance that you can touch the negative before you actually make contact.
Okay.
So that's the reason that there's the circuit breaker, besides the protection in case of a short or something like that. Breaker on. We have power, and which one is the power button on this radio?
There we go.
There we go. We can now run QRP on this battery. Probably for a couple of hours, because the radio draws quite a lot less current than it does when it's on 100 watts.
Okay.
Nice thing is now you're up and running. If I take this now and connect it to the workshop power supply here, it will just be charging this battery as well as supplying everything.
So that cable that you have in your right hand, will that then go into my trailer?
This goes into the trailer.
Into the power source in the trailer, okay.
And it's as simple as that. We have a go box. When I eventually possibly rebuild the Husky, which is something that I'm thinking of doing, I am going to go with these plugs on account of the fact that they can handle 30 amps, they're inexpensive, and as soon as you go to any other type of connector, you're stuck with it for life. So the moment you get into a vehicle that's got these, and a lot of off-road vehicles have got these connectors, then you are sitting with a bit of a problem, because then how are you going to connect your radio? Then you have to start making up adapters and everything else. Stick with something that's tried and tested. Caravanners use it, off-road trailers use it, off-road vehicles use it. My Ford Ranger has it in the back, behind the seat. There's actually 2 of them there for running fridges and stuff. Cigarette lighters are dead.
And you could scarcely call it a go box in its day. Now you certainly can. So what happened was, I said to Steve, what I want to do is I want to have a very, very simple plug that I can power up my radio on my trailer and on the small battery at the same time. And then Steve said, well look, bring the radio to me, and I wasn't expecting him to go to the ends of the earth. So thank you, Steve. As you can see what Steve has done here, guys, this was my other issue, is that my ATU cable here, I said to Steve, what are we going to do with the ATU cable, because it's separate from everything else. And then of course he did this join. Where's that join, Steve?
It's done in the plug here. Everything is in the plug.
Yeah, everything's in the plug.
You make the bow tie like that, and then you just nip off the excess there, and there, and
right.
there. See, the cable can't pull out.
It can't pull out and take the joints
out. In fact,
out.
we can even take more off on this one. There it is. So it stops there. Hi, this is ZS6XU. We've just finished ZS6MSW's Go Box. This is the Go Box that is a self-contained amateur radio station to go out into the field and set up either an emergency station or a fun station. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we use this. Let's just pretend we've put up this aerial. There's not too much space here to do it. But here we have the interlink cable for the ATU, which we're just going to dummy quickly like that. Transmitter. Now going to take our power cable, unravel it, and we're going to feed power to the ATU, plug in the radio's power. Our antenna is up, coax is connected to the ATU, and it's off to the antenna. And now we're going to use our Go Box. Open the safety weather plug, turn on the circuit breaker inside, and there the radio beeped, and you can hear the noise. And there's power on the ATU.
100%.
So that's how you use a Go Box. And just the reverse to pack it all back again, and everything fits.